Arians said that Antonio Brown is no longer a part of the Buccaneer franchise. And it's easy to see. I mean, this is really his third strike with his team, and they said he had one.
Yeah, it's hard to watch because such a talented player. And we were talking earlier when we saw it, looked like this guy was on his way to Hall of Fame career there in Pittsburgh, and then got
Why
into
is
it
this
in
Cardinals versus Cowboys content?
Raiders. Now the Buccaneers.
Now New England.
And then the Buccaneers. And Tom Brady was the one who'd been credited with bringing him there and help resurrect his career, winning the Super Bowl last year. And you thought he was going to kind of pick it up from there, and it just.
I know the viewers, because we will, as soon as we find out, folks, we're going to pass it on. We yet do not know exactly what happened.
Well, the one thing we do know, America's Game of the Week comes your way on the other side. Most of you will see the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Arizona Cardinals in what should be a pretty darn good football game, as Terry would say. Stick around. Kickoff is next.
America's Game of the Week. It is week number 17 around the National Football League, and a good one. The Arizona Cardinals at 10-5 against the 11-4 Dallas Cowboys. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I am Joe Buck. That's the Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. Glad you're with us in what is a big game, really, for both teams. But if we look at just Arizona, 3 weeks ago they were sitting there at 10-2. They had the best record in the NFL. They've lost 3 in a row, and they've averaged just 17 points a game over those 3. That's got to turn around, and it's got to start here today.
Yes, it does. And they just have not played the same brand of football that they played when they got off to that 7-0 start. A lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties, turning the ball over. But I think the biggest key, Joe, has been that they've not run the football as effectively. And this is a team that's not built to have Kyler Murray just standing back there trying to throw the ball and come from behind. So that has to change. Now, the good thing is that momentum can turn quickly. And Kyler Murray from Texas, returning home, has never lost here in this stadium. And they're hoping that streak remains when this game's all said and done.
Meanwhile, for the Dallas Cowboys, they're sitting on top in their division. And Aaron Andrews, just took apart the Washington football team. They're trying to double down on that here today.
Yeah, but Joe, Dak Prescott telling me the weeks leading up to last Sunday's game, they weren't easy. You see, in the 7 games since straining his calf, his Cowboys team went 4-3, and Dak saying, I wasn't really in a slump, I just wasn't playing my best ball. But as you mentioned on Sunday night, that all changed with the performance. He told me that was a lot of fun. But now it's time to turn the page, especially in facing this Cardinals group that he said we may see in the postseason. He did say if we're able to win against them, that could help our confidence a lot moving forward. It'll also show a lot of other teams they're going to get our best shot. Joe?
Aaron, thank you. Arizona won the toss. They defer. The Cowboys will start this game with a football.
Today's game is sponsored by T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network.
Mike McCarthy looking at the Surface tablet, trying to see what just transpired with the Cardinals up by 3. He said this during the week: I've been the #1 offense. That doesn't guarantee you a championship. You want to have the ability to win in all 3 phases. We want to be a complementary football team. They were against the Washington football team as they scored on defense, on special teams, and then pounded in 6 touchdowns on offense.
Well, we've seen Dallas a lot this year, like every year. And, yeah, I mean, the score itself would tell you that there wasn't a whole lot to complain about. But when we've had them, they really have not played their best football. They play well on offense, not so well on defense, and then vice versa.
Oh, this is going to be one of the ones that shows weird highlights, isn't it? Oh, never mind.
Troy Aikman, Larry Carson, John Madden. Holy moly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great John Madden.
I mean, that's real. That was one of the great moments of my life.
As we continue to celebrate the life of the great John Madden, how fitting for you to go into the Hall of Fame, the same class as John Madden.
Yeah, it was an honor for me and the entire class of 2006, and I do know how much that meant to John Madden. I don't think his feet ever touched the ground the whole weekend we were in Canton, Ohio. It was pretty special, and nobody deserved it more than he did. It took way too long.
Zerline 0 for 1
they're
for
doing
Dallas.
that thing that I hate.
First half stats brought to you by State Farm.
Sorry, just cutting it short. Hit the button. Okay, sorry. First time streamer. Welcome in. Game day, the abstract concept of game day, or match day. Match day 14 here in the 2022 MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament. Okay, we just saw mere moments ago Joe versus Sprite. Sprite and his Colts ran the ball down the throat of Joe to the tune of a 21-6 victory. Sprite is now our first finalist and reigning. That made it sound like the first ever. He is the reigning champion of the league and our first defined finalist for this tournament. I'm pretty sure that's happened before, so I don't want to claim that's a first. But he's the 12 seed, so it does look weird. Meanwhile, other half of the semifinals, we got Adam versus Colin, the 6 and the 10 seeds. So Adam's Cowboys at home against Colin's Cardinals. How did both teams get here? Oh, wait, I can actually do a highlight thing. Boom, boom. Colin, en route to here, had an absolute barn burner with Crayon and his Saints in the pre-quarters. Crayon, however, has kind of tumbled down into the 11-alls since, despite having what seems like and has played like a fairly decent roster. Just the team has not put it together when it needed to. Meanwhile, after that, Colin versus Gibby in the quarterfinals. That was the biggest shocker as far as I'm concerned, because we've seen Gibby's team do some work since then in the 5-0 semis, but 34-0 against Gibby's Buccaneers, which was absolutely absurd. The Buccaneers are a high-powered offense, so that's super weird. It's got Brady. It's a Brady team. How did they get shut out? It's weird. I don't know, but that means to me that Colin's Cardinals are here to fight, and they are not going to roll over by any means. Anyway, Adam, the way he got here, also via pre-quarters, beaten up on Rob 42-21. Rob's Eagles, it was 42-14, and then there was a garbage time touchdown, and then doing his job against Jacob's Patriots, 28-21. So beating the teams that are inferior to his team, which is what you're supposed to do, but also at the same time maybe not yet challenged. So I think based on all that, this should be a pretty good matchup. We've got a team that has taken care of business every step of the way in Adam's Cowboys, and a team that has surprised a little bit and also shocked a little bit in Colin's Cardinals. But anyway, let's take a look at these lineups. Overall wise, 10 overall Madden overall gap in favor of Colin and his Cardinals. As I say often, these don't really mean anything. Adam's Cowboys have played insanely in slow sim. They are definitely within a shout of this game. I think the Cardinals are slightly favored, but the Cowboys are not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. But running through the teams, Colin's got the actual Cardinals quarterback with Kyler Murray playing quarterback. He's got Jonathan Taylor, the presumed 101 this upcoming redraft season at running back. Jonathan Taylor, of course. I do think Cordero Patterson mixes in some of the receiving downs situations. And he's also the kick return punt returner, as he is that kind of specialist. Wide receiver trio, we got Mike Williams, Jarvis Landry, and Juju Smith-Schuster. And I think in the past, Van Jefferson has shown up as well. The Cardinals do a spread offense, so that's a lot of four wide receiver sets. Tight end wise, we've got Mark Andrews and Pat Freiermuth. So look for Mark Andrews to get involved a lot, especially with like we said, 4 wide receiver sets. Not a ton of Freiermuth usage is what I'm trying to say. Defense, the namesake, of course, the Arizona Cardinals, formerly the Chicago Cardinals. Sorry, they had a thing about John Madden and going to the Hall of Fame, and I went to Canton recently and saw all those Hall of Fame busts. It was super cool. If you're ever in Ohio, I highly recommend it. But that was complete non sequitur. Matt Prater, he's kicking for the Cardinals. Anyway, over to the Cowboys. Josh Allen at quarterback. I think that's a big reason why this team plays better than their overall. Josh Allen is very good in this Madden 22. And, While we're on about Madden, sorry, my brain's all over the place right now. John Madden passed away recently. Rest in peace, good sir. But the namesake of the video game, he will be on the cover of next year's game. That's exciting. Same picture that I think was on the first Madden NFL game. So, cool little homage. Anyway, Miles Sanders is going to be getting the bulk of the work here at running back for the Dallas Cowboys. Funny because he's an Eagle and they're bitter rivals. But Miles Sanders will be doing most of everything. Maybe a little Darrell Henderson. Who knows? Wide receiver trio, Chris Godwin, Bobby Trees, Robert Woods, and Deontay Johnson. Maybe we'll see a Devontae Parker. Maybe we won't. Tight end, the only team with a full trio. We got Travis Kelce, Jared Cook, and Dalton Schultz. So look for 3 TE sets, passes, usually the goal line set, but actual passes out of it. Namesake, Dallas Cowboys, 81 overall defense, and the kicker, Jason Sanders of Miami Dolphins fame. Anyway, I've talked entirely too much. Let's jump into the game. As always, which I've said twice already today, quick presentation, 12-minute quarter, and 15-second accelerated clock is our settings. I'm going to unmute myself in Discord because I think Adam has joined me. Hello, sir. Alright, maybe he's away at the moment, but he is in there. Huh? Ah, I thought I heard it. Never mind. And then, of course, he's working on it. Keep talking.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hey. Let me just bump you up a bit. Okay, that should be good.
Yeah, I had to find my push to talk button.
Nice. Yeah, you found it. It's all good. Last note on the opening shit. Colin favored by 3.5 with the over-under at 49.5. So, what the fuck? Miles Sanders just gave up, and then Deion Dawkins died. Anyway, I was going to say 49.5 over-under, 3.5. I think I already said that. Yeah, you got the 94 whites, as you asked for, with the gaudy-ass stars on the shoulder pads. Thank you for noticing that those were much better than what I was about to give to your team. Ooh, the Cardinals with the no-name throwback jerseys. Hideous. I hate that.
Those might be Chicago's Cardinals jerseys.
It might be, yeah. The old 1920s. Couldn't afford them.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll lead here to a third down. I like it. Get everyone involved in the pass.
Quick 3rd and 8 out of your Cowboys. How does that make you feel of a knee-jerk reaction?
Feels okay.
Just okay. That's more measured than the broadcast wanted. But Deontay Johnson with a beautiful catch over the middle. Buda Baker taking him down eventually. But a new set of downs here. 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys up to their own 39-yard line.
Measured. I wasn't worried about it.
Amen. It sounds like you're like in a car or something. Like that's the level of the audio we're working with here.
I'm on a laptop, so it's different than my usual audio setup that you're probably used to hearing.
Okay, that explains a lot. I was like, huh, he's usually not this quiet or this warbly. Cool. Yeah, that works. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, the living room, watching multiple forms of sports all at once, too.
Too many sports, not enough technology.
I mean, I could bring my nice microphone, but I have to unplug it, replug it in.
Yeah, too much effort.
I'm watching some real football, some fake football, and then there's some UFC fights on, so that's what I got going on.
Nice. Which fake football match is on?
The Steelers and Seahawks preseason?
Oh shit, then which real football match is on?
Oh wait, that's the real one. Fake football's this one, the Cowboys and Cardinals.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, I thought you were like giving some shade to soccer.
No, I'm talking about the virtual football.
That makes way more sense. Yes, this is indeed the fake football.
Yeah, the preseason game that's on is
Seahawks and Steelers, right? Yeah, I got it on to my left as well.
And then the Cowboys game is on soon.
Yeehaw. Oh yeah, Cowboys and Broncos. Let's ride. Literally all the teams that will ride.
All the horse feet. Oh, the Colts also ride, maybe.
Ah, shit, they ride too. Damn it. I blame Russell Wilson for not making me think about teams that ride up until this season. Travis Kelce with a nice little catch there. First down, up to the opposing 37. Yeah, these jerseys are very gaudy. Good call on, making me switch to those. I was just going to roll with the red, white, and blue stripe on the helmet. And then saw your text. I was like, give me them 94s.
Yeah, I googled best Cowboys throwbacks. Usually it says #1 for some reason. But I think they wanted the actual ones would have silver pants. I don't know if that was... I know you can mix and match, but this is pretty close.
Okay, then, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't... Unless you explicitly told me to put silver pants on, I was not going to think to do that.
Yeah, I didn't care that much, but I wanted the gaudy ones.
Yeah, they're very gaudy. It's great. It's perfect. That's what I did with Jacobs Patriots. I did the late 90s, early 2000s, like, nasty-ass, like, Crayola fucking... I don't know. Those were awful. I could not read the numbers.
Yeah, like mid-late 90s, a lot of sports teams just went wild. It was great.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same concept of what... Oh, good pass breakup by Travis Kelce there. Buda Baker nearly picking off Josh Allen in the end zone. But, yeah, the point I was about to make was... Oh, shit, what was I about to say?
The NBA jerseys in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Well, then also, like, the NFL ones in, like, 2014 or whatever it was when Nike was given free reign. And the only ones that were actually good were the Seahawks, because every other team's gotten rid of those since then. Like, the Buccaneers digital clock jerseys come to mind. Like,
yeah.
Give us 10, 20 years. Yeah, give us 10, 20 years, and we'll look back on those, like, what the hell happened, you know?
This UFC fight going on right now is just absolutely mind-blowing. It's just like it swung from one guy to the other, and then... Oh, that's great.
Big first down conversion by Travis Kelce there. Up to the 4-yard line, 1st and goal for the Cowboys on the opening drive.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. To the air, Allen.
Good escape by Josh Allen. Oh, and he ends up throwing it when he had the free rushing touchdown. Big touchdown to Bobby Trees in the end zone. Robert Woods coming off of that ACL surgery. Might be ready for week 1 of the Titans. He's on the Titans now, I think. Yeah.
So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they?
That's the way we drew it up.
I was going to say, if that was last game, like, both teams were getting called for, like, illegal forward passes of plays like that. So, getting lucky that he wasn't too far forward. It looked a little dicey. How do you like my last second decision to do a triple header today? Yeah.
Schedule, maybe.
I wasn't necessarily behind yet. I probably should have done it on like Thursday, Friday though. But I was like, you know, I don't have plans today. I'm just gonna rip off a triple header. I've got all the practice games already done. I've got the odds ready to go. So let me just run through them, and then we'll get ahead.
About to text you earlier today and ask you what you're doing today. See if you wanted to come watch a bunch of preseason games, and you're like, oh, triple header in Madden. I'm like, well, that's his day sorted.
Yep. Appreciate the thought. I would have probably said yes, but here we are.
And there's preseason games tomorrow.
That's true. Oh, I'm doing volleyball tomorrow though. If you want to come to the beach and hang out with folks. Starting at 10, I think. North Ave Beach. Yeah, it'll be Sarah's crew. No pressure.
Opening carry of the game for
Cordero finding a hole. What was that, like 14, 15 yards? I didn't see the number. Either way, first down for the Cardinals. Colin's team answering back as quickly as they can, it seems, so far, as far as the drive is trending.
But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
JT with his first rush of the game, 3 yards, but it felt like a powerful 3 yards.
It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Big boy toss from Kyler Murray. A flag down, probably roughing the passer. It is indeed Keanu Neal being the bad guy here. Automatic first down for the Arizona Cardinals up to the 23-yard line now.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And down inside the 15.
Cordero with another nice hole, getting about 12 on that play.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive.
1st and 10 on the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
They thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
Kyler had so many outs there, and then he just got stuck on like 3 different team members, and then Micah Parsons said, fuck you, you're losing 2 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll be taken down here at about
Man,
the 11.
I don't know, maybe it's like playing 3 games in a row of Madden, but like the oddities of this like game engine just keep like showing themselves to me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
Sorry, I've been very responsive to this. It's no fun around this fight. It's just been bonkers.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there.
Both of these guys were gassed about 10 minutes ago, but they've just been throwing haymakers at each other. It's like, oh, he's going to knock him out. No, the other guy's going to knock him out. And then, like, getting him on the ground, letting him up, gesturing to the crowd. It's like,
It's 7-3. So yes, it's only 3, but at least
That sounds pretty comical.
giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score.
Anywho, Colin's Cardinals going to settle for a field goal after not being able to convert on 3rd down. So, Adam, you're getting the ball back, up 7-3.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they gotta be
Huge return out of Jamal Agnew up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for.
He's on my team?
Yes.
That allows you to do a lot of things on
That is the biggest kick return we've seen in this entire tournament.
Like, he's actually on my roster, or he's
Yes.
one of the gimme guys?
No, he is on your roster. You had him rostered.
Smart guy.
Yeah,
So, that
boy.
guy's a good returner. Just grab him.
I mean, he was actually producing for fantasy at the end of the year. He was catching footballs in the end zone on offense. It wasn't just his kick return work.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones with a big sack there on 2nd down, 3rd and 18 upcoming.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep
So
him in the
far,
pocket
Cowboys
and
doing
not
nothing
let
with
him
that
get to the
massive
perimeter,
kick return.
because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Never say never, however.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Except maybe this time. Hit as he was trying to throw. I didn't see who did it, but lucky it was not called a fumble. That's the end of the first quarter, though, and Adams Cowboys are leading Colin's Cardinals 7-3. Cardinals roughly about to take the ball here.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked.
Ball is down to the 3-yard line. So, massive punt for the Cowboys. See how the Cardinals work their way out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
A run to Taylor. He gets about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6, but now they got some breathing room.
You realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
The guy who won the fight, first thing he says in the interview is, he tells everyone to quiet down. He says, "Mama ain't raised no bitch."
That's fantastic. And at the same time, could apply to Mrs. Diggs, as Trayvon Diggs makes himself a nice interception here. Around the 20-yard line, Cowboys take over at the opposing 19.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. He is no bitch.
That's true. I like to use him as the example of like boom or bust cornerback, where it's like he's either getting an interception. Oh God, the rubber banding. He's either getting an interception or giving up a massive play. But Deontay Thompson getting one back. The rubber banding is in full effect. Cardinals take over at their own 13. Oh my God. Who's 28? Who did that? Another one. Now the 17 for the Cowboys. This shit is crazy, dude. This happened in, there was another game in this tournament this happened.
Yeah.
Malik Hooker? Oh, nice.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just
It
give them a
was
whole lot of credit.
Preston and
So from the 17 now, here's a first.
I don't remember. It was Preston and someone where this same shit happened. Where it was like, oh, there's a 2-minute warning at the end of this first half, and then it was like 4 turnovers.
Decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Allen.
Ooh, run like hell, Josh. All right, good completion. Deontay finding the corner of the front of the end zone. Dallas getting a touchdown after all. After all that weirdness. 3 turnovers in a row. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. That was weird. But the karma has come back and been in favor of Adam. Kick is up and good. 14-3. Cowboys lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground.
I didn't unmute myself to the stream for that. I said, looks like I missed nothing, and Adam said, I think that he thinks I'm good. Yeah, I think it was a touchback probably, and then a 2-yard run.
From the 27, Murray.
Kyler tossing balls. Cordero catching balls. First down, Cardinals.
Up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That they just announced on the UFC broadcast for the pay-per-view next weekend. They're copying the NFL's idea and having an alternate broadcast. But instead of the Manning brothers, it's going to be the Gronkowskis doing play-by-play of a UFC fight.
Really? Are they like big in the UFC space, or just they're famous, so therefore?
I think they're just famous.
Okay.
They're meatheads, so it'll be funny.
Yeah, it's like Rob Gronkowski, and then the other two both were in the NFL at various times, but neither of them made a name for themselves.
Yeah, I think it's mainly Rob Gronkowski and his dad.
Oh,
then,
okay.
I'm sure they'll have guests and stuff too.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, that's an interesting idea. We'll see how it goes.
I don't think it'll be nearly as successful.
Probably not, but at least they're trying, you know?
The Manning-cast did so well because the normal broadcasters were so bad. So.
Yeah, the normal broadcast was awful, and they were so comical that, like, it was a perfect storm for that to do so well. Who did they buy for this year? Was it Buck and Aikman? They paid someone a boat for Monday Night Football. From a different broadcast.
Yeah, I do remember that it's changing up.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
The typical UFC pay-per-view broadcasters are usually pretty good, so. And fighting doesn't require as much commentary.
So what are they? Oh, nice third down conversion by Jonathan Taylor there. What are they going to like? So it's pay-per-view, right? So typically you're paying to watch it, which is already different aside from like a cable subscription for Monday Night Football. Like,
yeah, I think you can choose which broadcast you want.
So you pay the one price and then you can switch between the two.
Hopefully.
I see. I feel like professional fighting, like the actual commentary for in-ring shit, is generally pretty good. Or at least,
yeah, because it's always like it's new people and stuff. You don't get like recycled bullshit, and it's like a lot of it's just like reacting to what's going on, and they have former fighters who know what they're talking about, so it's like it works out. And then Joe Rogan's there to just go, oh!
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that
yeah, I think for pay-per-views, it's like a kind of a host to keep the peace, and then Joe Rogan, and then Daniel Cormier, which is like,
oh yeah, former fighter.
Yeah, former fighter, former very high.
Former
it's like well-spoken.
Yeah. Big catch by Mike Williams there. First down, up to the 12-yard line. Arizona looking to make their strike here, where they've been mostly quiet. Also, ESPN Monday Night Football is now, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. They give him a boat of money to steal him from Fox. And Thursday Night Football is Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit. So he's finding his way into the NFL. Because Amazon paid them both a boat. Then Sunday Night Football is going to be Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, so they just gave Tirico a promotion.
Now Murray off play action.
Who's the new Fox crew?
Fox crew. Lead Fox team is going to be Kevin Burkhardt and Uncertain. He's been like steadily rising the ranks. Cardinals about to get a touchdown here, so I might have to switch gears quickly. But he's been paired with, there it is, Jonathan Taylor. 1-yard run, massive gap. Touchdown Cardinals. Collins answering right back. Only going to be down 4 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first half. But yeah, Kevin Burkhardt.
Taylor just stopped immediately on the line.
Yeah, took a knee. I've seen 3 of those today. But yeah, Kevin Burkhardt is, he was paired with like Charles Davis before, I think. So they might actually do Charles Davis with him as the lead Fox team. I think eventually Tom Brady is supposed to go there, because I guess they've signed him for a deal of after his playing career, but I guess that doesn't start until his playing career ends. So they'll probably do Charles Davis in the meantime, because I think that's a pair that's a thing.
Who's the guy who's the voice on Madden?
One of them is Charles Davis. The other guy is, Brandon Gaudin, which I think he does college football. I don't think he does NFL. So the pair on Madden is not a real-life pair.
Yeah. I was watching either last year's Hard Knocks or this year's. It was probably last year's Hard Knocks, because that would have broadcasts on it. I was like, this guy sounds super familiar. He's like, oh yeah, it's a Madden guy.
It was probably Charles Davis. He's the color guy on Madden. The play-by-play is Brandon Gaudin, and again, I think he does college.
I think Greg Olsen should be getting a promotion soon too. He's been good.
I think so too. He's very good in the booth. They'll get there eventually. He's still in his 30s.
Yeah, much better than Jason Witten. Like,
oh yeah.
Not all former players are created equal when it comes to broadcasting.
Obviously, yeah. But yeah, Olsen is like, he can let his personality get through a microphone. whereas Witten, I mean, either can't or doesn't have personality.
It's more likely he doesn't have it.
Yeah, he might just not have it.
Allen gonna throw. And incomplete. He was looking for Miles
Are
Sanders.
Romo and Jim Nantz still working together next year?
Yes, they're the lead CBS team still.
Okay,
They paid Romo a fucking boat a year ago into like a 5-year deal, so they're not going anywhere. At least I think so. I don't know. We'll find out.
And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Meanwhile, 3rd and 10. Josh Allen running for it. Past the first down line. Takes a slide. Just short of midfield, but that's a new set of downs. Cowboys keep on rolling.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds
How about them boys?
and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great.
I don't have a retort to that, so we'll just let that sit.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him
Ooh, throws it behind Godwin. Almost catches it, but Byron Murphy breaking that one up. I think in the practice game for this, Byron Murphy had like 2 pick sixes. So look out for the number 7.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. And that went too far in.
These screens have not worked so far. Another incomplete design screen.
Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed.
Well, 4th down.
This time
Punt incoming, one must presume.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So well done there, and these punters, they get more
Beautiful punt out of Brian Anger to the sideline, goes out of bounds at the 7. So Arizona will be starting backed up.
And just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the.
It's weird to see like a number in the 90s on coverage.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get
I assume 93 is like a linebacker, but he was on coverage on that play on the tight end. It's so weird to watch.
Isn't it like Randy Gregory or something?
Oh, that might be him. Yeah, I couldn't remember who 93
You think a
was.
defensive end or something?
Yeah, like depends what they run, whether he's a defensive end or a outside linebacker, if they run a 4-3 or a 3-4. But yeah, he was in coverage on that play, and that was weird. Anyway, 3rd and 3 after the Jarvis Landry catch.
Shotgun now for Murray. Again,
Landry with another. Anthony Brown ends up taking him down. Not until after he gets to his own 25. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning on the first half. Arizona down 4, but with a new set of downs and 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to work with. I swear I'm getting better at this broadcasting thing over the years.
Murray to air it out again.
Talk to yourself all the time so you just get good at it.
Yeah, it's practice. 9.5-yard catch for Jonathan Taylor. 2nd and inches coming out of the Cardinals here. Got an interesting thing to do here. 3 timeouts and the clock ticking. But of course, it's Madden II, so they're going to refuse to call timeout until the 101 mark.
On 2nd and inches, Murray to the sideline, and that's well
Good footwork there by number 40. Is that Gabe Neighbors? Oh, hell yeah. Fullback, baby. Spider 2Y banana play right there. Good footwork on the sideline. Get a couple extra yards before getting pushed out of bounds. Fantastic play all around.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught by Smith.
19 Juju. I'm actually like, I've been like training my brain on people's new numbers now. That seeing Juju and 19 is weird now. And since the Cardinals don't have names on their jerseys, I'm like really testing myself. Because Juju wears 9 now on Kansas City. So that's why it's like seeing 19 for him is weird to me.
I would say 19 felt right. It's like,
yeah.
I remember the Steelers had allowed him in the teens.
Yeah. Previously, yeah. But now that he's on his new team, I've trained him on 9 in my brain. I don't know. I still think the jersey number rule change from the beginning of last year was terrible, and I hate it. And I know most people are just like, well, who cares? And it's like, I know that I have weird, what's the word I'm looking for? Mannerisms? In which that I care.
2nd and 16.
Offensive tackle who's number 5 or something.
Okay, they at least didn't fuck with offensive tackles. Like, they're still 50 to 79. Juju with big catch and run. Probably a 20-yard gain there and for a first down.
Wait, so the only still restricted position group is offensive linemen?
They removed the number, or they adjusted the number requirements, or ranges for running backs, fullbacks. They made him like 1 to 49 effectively. So it's not that they're completely unrestricted, but running backs, fullbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, and then for wide receivers and tight ends, it was the 80s are still cool too. So it's 1 to 49 plus 80 to 89. And then I think defensive linemen and linebackers. It's weird because the NFL doesn't acknowledge edge as like a position, despite it actually being a position. So it seems like whatever you classify an edge rusher as is allowed to pick any number from 1 to 49 as well, in addition to whatever position they play, which if that's linebacker, it's 40 to 59 plus 90 to 99, or if it's D-line, then it's, 60 to 99, right? Or without the 80s, right?
You feel like no tight ends have really broken out. Something new, right?
What?
Also in the 80s.
No, Kyle Pitts is 8. A lot of the guys who have changed teams are in the single digits now.
Lame.
Yeah, like O.J. Howard is number 8 on the Bills.
Like if you're a tight end, you grow up idolizing all these tight ends, and it's like they're all in the 80s.
Yeah, but single digits are cool. Meanwhile, touchdown, Juju Smith-Schuster. Cardinals on top now. Oh, he's doing a star? Doing an angel? Nothing. Huge play right before halftime. 10 seconds left on the clock. Who started with the ball? Was it you? Or was it Colin?
I did.
I think you did. So Colin with a huge touchdown right before half. And right before receiving possession into the third quarter. Big momentum swing there.
We got 10 seconds and a timeout. 3 timeouts.
Do you believe in miracles?
Josh Allen could throw that ball a long way.
I will say, Al Michaels with the "Do you believe in miracles" call has made an entire career for him. He's getting paid by Amazon now, hella money.
What was that call from?
The 1980 USA hockey final, Olympic final. The Miracle on Ice. His one line of "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes. Granted, you can make a career out of anything, but it made him iconic.
Bruce Buffer is not announcing this fight tonight, but like he gets paid six figures to say,
yeah,
let's get ready to rumble or it's time.
Yeah. But I mean, Al Michaels gets 7, nearly 8 figures now. So.
Not perfect night though.
I missed that. You kind of broke up on that one.
He didn't get it like each event.
Oh, yeah, true. I don't know.
And Bruce Buffer is the boxing guy, but his brother does UFC.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like each event he does, he's making six figures, just like every couple of weeks.
Okay, that's cool. So overall, he's in the 7 figures for a year.
Most definitely.
Good for him.
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
He was also like announcing shit at the at SoFi when the Rams opened up, right?
Yeah, I think SoFi had one of like the two brothers. They both are announcers, but one, Bruce, does primarily boxing.
Got it.
And I forget his brother's name, but he does all the UFC stuff.
Got it.
So like, I think at SoFi they had one of them, and then when the Raiders host, they have them sometimes.
That makes sense. Vegas is a big prize fighting town. Kyler scrambling out, going for the scramble. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Big pickup by Keanu Neal after forcing the fumble himself, and he'll take that into the end zone. Big touchdown for the Cowboys. 20-17 right now, about to be 21-17.
Hit that gingerbread man. Can't run fast enough.
Huge big hit and fumble recovery for a touchdown by the former Falcon, all on his own.
Finally got around to, after watching the first Hard Knocks for the Lions, I went back and watched the Colts in-season Hard Knocks.
Ooh, that was a good
I haven't
one.
watched it yet.
It was good.
And yeah, it was really good. But like the one episode where they're about to play the Cardinals and they're just talking about Kyler and calling him gingerbread man all week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that. I usually call him the angry toddler because that's what he looks like when he scrambles.
Yeah, I think it was like the D-line room or something. They were talking about like keeping him in the pocket or whatever. And like someone in the back of the room is like, "Not my gumdrop buns."
Dude,
the D-line coach didn't get the reference, but he's still just like, "Yeah, we gotta get him."
He's like, "Yeah, it's a gingerbread man, no problem." Yeah, by the end of the season, you can really see the wheels fall off with like ownership and coaching staff versus Wentz. Like you can tell they're like so done with him.
Yeah, he didn't play great.
No, that's why they got rid of him. First chance they got. Hey, Washington, you need a quarterback? We got one. No, we don't have a plan to fill it yet. Don't worry about it. We'll figure that out. Which they did. I think Matt Ryan's going to ball the hell out this year. But it was still bold of them to trade away Wentz without having a plan.
Ooh. Plenty of serviceable quarterbacks around.
Yeah, that was still when there were quarterbacks galore. And now there's still Jimmy Garoppolo, so had Zach Wilson's injury actually been worse, he may have been a Jet.
Yeah, they were hyping that up a bunch on the Packers pregame, or the Packers game yesterday.
Wait, what?
The Packers game, they were playing against 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And 49ers had the local broadcast team doing the NFL Network one.
Right.
They were like, we might have found someone to sell Jimmy Garoppolo to.
Yeah, turned out
because like Robert Saleh's there and
and Mike McCarthy.
The other LaFleur is
the other LaFleur. Yeah,
well.
Sorry, yeah. Not Mike.
So it was like, this is a perfect fit. Like we found a sucker.
I mean, honestly, with how I evaluate Zach Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo would be an upgrade. So I don't hate it.
Joe Flacco could be an upgrade.
It's third down.
Potentially, yeah. I won't say no.
Tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Murray.
Big completion there on third down. Juju Smith-Schuster yet again. I feel like I'm saying his name a ton today. Up just past midfield. Into Cowboys territory.
Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor.
Huge stiff arm from Jonathan Taylor. Doesn't go very far after the fact, but it was still cool. Randy Gregory is 94, so we still don't know who 93 is.
If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. Throw right side is complete to Andrews.
Mark Andrews with a nice catch. Does not quite wriggle free from Leighton Vander Esch.
It's third down.
Taken down. 3rd and 4 now. Big third down for the Cardinals. They're potentially just outside of field goal range. Who's their kicker? Matt Prater. He might have a leg cannon, but I don't think he's super accurate, at least in this game. 78 overall, so I don't really know. I'm just making shit up. Doesn't matter. First down. By way of, yet again, who else but Juju Smith-Schuster.
They wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you
Looks like I missed 2 whole plays that went for 3 positive yards. Oh god, my thing fell too. Sorry for the loud noise. And you might hear one again soon. Oh shit, it stayed up. Well, Anyway, Jarvis Landry, catch and run. Up to the 12. Voice down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be
you have a blue snowball, right?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, Adam's not here at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, do you just keep it like down in the lowest position, or do you know how to like keep it stand like up? Up, please, up.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Like it's an adjustable height microphone, right? But it's, I don't know. When I put it up, I have to just like get the right amount of friction before it actually stays. Kyler, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, gets himself a yard on the play. 3rd and 3 coming up.
I think it just has like a pivot, right?
What do you mean? It's got like it's like a thing that looks like it should be like you turn it to the right and it keeps it at that level, but it doesn't do that. Unless mine's just broken at this point. Also, huge pass to Jarvis Landry in the back of the end zone. I think he got both feet down. I think that's safe. Touchdown, Arizona. Assuming the extra point out of Matt Prater. Ooh, booth review. That left foot might not have been in. It is upheld, so thanks to the Modern technology for moving us forward. Okay, so the replay made me think that it wasn't in because whatever. Cardinals up 2, about to be 3.
Getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Yeah, I usually have my microphone on like a extendable arm thing.
I have mine just like sitting on the stand that it came with. And usually it's low, but when I want to like not crouch over to shout into it, I try to pick it up as far as possible.
Oh, it's like an extendable thing?
Yeah, not super extendable. It's only like 3 inches maybe.
Yeah, I probably had that original little tripod thing at some point, but it's lost.
It's gone forever.
Yeah, I just have it on like one of those articulating arms.
Gotcha. That's probably smart. I feel like I'm not going to bother with that until I buy a better microphone. Not that this one's like bad by any means, but obviously there are better microphones out there. I'll probably do like a, I don't know, one day I would like to get like a Shure, like whatever the one that all the streamers use, and put it on a full-on boom setup. But that is still future-facing. Bash 'em.
That's an investment.
93. Bash 'em. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, those microphones can get expensive.
Yes, very quickly. They're like $450, $500. Like, I can't justify that right now.
Before he's taken down, a pretty good game. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way.
It's like, oh, you want a $500 microphone for a thing that's a little bit of a hobby? Like,
he's got some space.
No.
Good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be
big conversion by Miley Sandys. First down, Cowboys. Yeehaw.
He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing middle, but it's in.
There's something about like the broadcast angle on Madden being at the point where the Dallas star is upside down that is oddly satanic.
In this case, just a little bit too much.
Is that how it is in real life or no?
I mean, most broadcast angles are, you know, the midfield logo is right side up, right? That's how broadcast angles work.
Yeah, you'd think so. I mean, usually that's where the press box.
The press box is the front, right? It's like you look at it like it's forward. I don't think I've ever seen an upside down logo at midfield in this game before. I've also
someone at EA does not like the Cowboys.
No, but that's also hilarious because EA is known for having a massive cowboy bias. Meanwhile, it's Chris Godwin with the first down reception. Oh my God! I'll be right back.
A lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking
with a
advantage.
normal broadcast, who's on the far side of the field?
It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Damn, I missed the knockout.
Get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other.
What I miss? Penalty?
We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call.
Boy, how dare you.
And keep it moving.
You missed me missing the knockout in the final fight of the night.
You missed the what? Of the final fight of the what?
The knockout. I was looking down.
Oh no.
Now Allen
Well, good
Guy
job.
got kicked in the face. Looked like his nose got broken.
Jesus. UFC is brutal, man.
Yeah, brutally awesome.
Yeah, fair.
And it's second down.
Cracking open another Mighty Swell. We all love Mighty Swell around here, don't we?
Thought that they retweeted what you posted.
I know, like, because I looked and I'm like, they have 600 followers. Like, no one knows who this brand is yet. End of the third quarter, Cardinals leading 24-21. The Cowboys in the driver's seat, trying to put some points on the board, and 3rd and 3 upcoming from the attacking 29 as we open the fourth quarter. Josh Allen looking at a screenplay. We hate to see that. Oh, God, they never work. 4th and 3.
We have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Oh, boy, here it is. The kick is up, and it is good. Jason Sanders tying it up for us, 24-24 to kick off our fourth quarter. Yeah, this game's lit. What were the numbers in this game? Hold, please. We said 49.5 is the over/under. We're at 48 total right now. And Arizona favored by 3.5. So, lit.
Separating these two
Big touchdown, Kendall Hinton in preseason play. Let's ride. Meanwhile, Cordero Patterson with the touchback. Arizona starting out this fourth quarter drive on their own 25.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
JT ain't going nowhere on that one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. I was willing to call that a tackle for loss, but we'll just call it a no gain on the play.
We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Williams.
Big catch by Mike Williams. Gets around the first down line. They're going to call it good enough for a first. Tackled by 2 men at that spot. This game's interesting. Like, I feel like both of you could potentially be competitive with Sprite. Sprite's team's very good. The only problem is that, like, they run so much that they kill the clock, where the passing game can't really shine. But I feel like if they're down, they could also pass and come back. So, but I also feel like both you and Colin could hang with his team. I haven't run any simulations to have this founded theory. It's just a gut feeling thing. So I'm very interested in, like, the final of this thing, as well as the outcome of this game. Ooh, Jarvis Landry phasing through a man to catch a ball, getting first down, up to midfield. Cardinals in the driver's seat here with 10.5 left to go in the game.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Full Cowboys game at home, and the Stars right side up, and the Cowboys are on the opposite sideline, so this view is just completely backwards.
How dare they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't know why they would do that, but
yeah, that's weird. That's super weird. Like every other stadium, it's the broadcast angle you would expect.
Here's 2nd and 9.
It's literally just the logo. Like,
they run with Patterson.
so you're saying it's literally just the wrong side of the field, or that normally the Cowboys are like they line up on the bottom of the star side of the field, like as their sideline? Because usually the home sideline is the same as like the press box sideline.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question.
Sure about that?
I thought so.
Back to throw.
Is that not true?
From the highlights of the game, it was like a Cowboys-Eagles game from last year or something. It looked like, they don't show the sideline that much, but it looked like the Cowboys were at the top of the star.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were like, oh, the Cowboys, you know, their sideline is the top of the star. And then the game was like, oh, we put the home team at the front side, broadcast-wise. So maybe that's why they picked that as like the broadcast angle. I don't know. That's interesting. In the meantime, solid punt by the Cardinals, pinning the Cowboys back at their own 8-yard line, getting Jamal Agnew to run off of it, and then having enough backspin to not go into the end zone.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
I don't think Dak took a single snap tonight in this preseason game.
On 2nd and 9. Allen, complete.
Ooh, big catch by Travis Kelce. Was that enough? That was enough for the first down. Cowboys up to their own 19-yard line now. Just under 8 minutes of play. The game is still tied, so any points here is a massive swing.
Just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Allen.
Ooh, big ball out of Josh Allen to no one in particular. I think Deontay Johnson was running near it, but it was not thrown in a catchable way to him. Thank God the defender gave up too.
There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
A nice toss on 2nd down. Chris Godwin with the catch up to the 37-yard line. 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Colin, no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
A lot of nothing so far on this set of downs. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect
Big football's now up on the big screen, so fully engaged now.
Oh boy. Big screen, boys. Oh, and yet he throws it in between 2 receptors. 4th and 10, we might be seeing a punt.
When the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. Oh, able to avoid him. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And this is going to be a
beautiful juke there by Jonathan Taylor. Gets himself enough yardage for the first down. Up to the Cardinals 30.
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Slang it, Kyler. Nah, run it, Kyler. That'll do. Did he get 10 whole yards? No. They're going to call it 2nd and 1. Despite going from 30 to the 40.
Turn it over, Kyler.
Throwing now is Murray. It's Williams.
Makes up for it. Ooh. Attempted strip there by Keanu Neal, but Mike Williams holds on, and then gets tackled by the next guy instead. First down, Arizona. Up to their own 47-yard line. I've become a bot.
Oh, the old sports games used to be.
Yeah, right. JT untouched through the middle there. Getting the ball up to the Cowboys 37. Huge run there. First down.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the
You getting nervous? This does feel like Colin may take it based on this drive. The momentum.
Yeah, it seems like they'll just be able to run it into field goal range and then do their thing.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I feel like, yeah, they might just do that, huh? Ugh, gross.
It just depends on whether or not they fuck anything up.
That is always a potential. Madden AI fucking shit up for no good reason is always on the table.
That stopping the clock would be like they'd be getting ripped apart on a real broadcaster.
Mm-hmm. Same with the next one.
Yeah, like stop the ball. Now it's 3rd and 13, so it's like
now you have to convert.
If they don't get a couple yards, like it's a really long field goal.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not even automatic. They got Matt Prater, 78 overall.
Yeah, I mean they have Matt Prater, so it's doable.
It's doable, but it's not automatic. Okay, 32 should work. That's still out of bounds clock stoppage. That's got to be a field goal attempt, though. They can't go for this. There's no way. Okay, Prater with it all to do.
Wouldn't you keep him busy as well? I would. Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And Prater's kick is on the money.
Prater doing his job. 3 points for the Cardinals. 2:32 left for the Cowboys. 3 timeouts on each side. Very doable. Just need to actually, do it.
A lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Underbetters in shambles. There were none.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at
Return up to the 20-yard line by Jamal Agnew. 2:29 and 3 timeouts. And 80 yards stand between Adams Cowboys and the first place match.
Throwing on first down is Allen. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
Quick play to Travis Kelce for 3 whopping yards.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately.
That might bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Just make sure they're leaving 0 clock for Kyler after we score.
Literally 0.
To throw again on second down.
Ooh, screenplay to Miles Sanders, about 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 2 upcoming. This is not typically how you start a large march down the field, but number one thing right now is getting a first down. Timeout called earlier than expected from the Cowboys. They called a timeout with 1:41 left. Usually you see that with 1:01 left. Thought that was going to be a what's the word I'm looking for? A no huddle play, but Cowboys actually in uncharted territory right now with that early timeout.
Now Allen.
All right, that ball should be good enough to get a first down. Deontay Johnson up to the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a
Conversion is good, but it's all about how you follow up next. 60 yards still between them and the end zone.
Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Allen. Now a desperation.
Big ball. He's open. He's got field in front of him. That's enough. But did they leave too much time? Deontay Johnson with the Fortnite dance in the end zone after scoring a touchdown. This is actually probably the most scrutinized extra point we've seen all tournament. Because this is the difference between a field goal to overtime versus a touchdown needed to win it. It's up and good. Not that they've missed any before, but yeah, it's up and good. Good job, Jason. Jason Sanders. Great work. Proud of you. 1:07 left. Don't get me wrong. Getting a touchdown is sick. That's what you needed. It's worse to not get a touchdown there. But 1:07 could be enough where, oh, this is going to get spicy.
Most of their big chunk yards are just JT up the middle, so.
Yeah, true.
Shoe clock or chew up their timeouts.
Yeah, we haven't seen any, like, Kyler to Mike Will 50-50 balls. Because I feel like that's what Mike Williams' strength is. And he can absolutely do that. I just haven't seen them do it yet.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, it's always been like slants to Landry or Juju. Or like dump offs, which is crazy because it's a spread offense. Well, I guess spread offenses are actually very horizontal, aren't they? So it's not crazy at all.
Back to throw, Murray.
Tyler slanging, finds a guy, Jarvis going, getting pushed out of bounds. That's a free clock stoppage at midfield. This game ain't over yet.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Murray. Pass complete to Taylor.
Ooh, completion, but loss of a yard. Oh my God, Jonathan Taylor was in the zone before that too. Do you think that completion might have taken him out of the zone?
It's really hard for a running back to think to himself.
Because it was a play that resulted in loss of yards? Nah, he's still in the zone. All right. 2nd and 11. 55 seconds left. 3 timeouts.
Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Overthrown him. He's looking like Tannehill or like Hurts out there, based on
Looking
anything
like he
we've
stayed up a
seen.
little bit too late playing Call of Duty last night.
Oh, get him. Yeah, we had to drop at least one reference of that, didn't we?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray to throw. He's gonna let it fly.
Big ball out of Kyler. Ooh, he's gone up. Who was that, Juju? Juju going up and getting it. 2 yards to go. Clock ticking, but 3 timeouts in the holster. Arizona might be all right. First timeout burnt, probably at 31 or something.
With a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Gulp. Now let's see if they... Oh man, there's so many ways to stop this shit, but... Okay, looks like a passing play. Is a passing play. Kyler just can run it in himself, no problem. Big touchdown for Colin and his Cardinals.
25 seconds, 26 seconds too much for a field goal.
26
they should
seconds,
go for 2.
Yeah, 26 seconds and 2 timeouts. Should they? I don't know. I feel like you kick the extra point and you make them like at least tie it. I don't think you want to leave yourself open to like losing to a field goal there.
Maybe not.
I don't know. Maybe the numbers tell me something differently. I don't have access to those numbers.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. To return, here's Agnew.
Oh my God! No! 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 Oh, there was a holding.
No. And they are not gonna catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
No.
Cowboys. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back.
Why are we seeing a replay of the PAT? Holy shit. Dalton Schultz with an illegal block in the back, bringing the offense back to their own 30. When there was a fucking Jamal Agnew kick return touchdown. We haven't had a kick return touchdown the entirety of this tournament.
I went to the bathroom and I missed the kick return that got called back.
Yeah, illegal block in the back to their own 30.
That is so dumb.
Agnew was in the end zone. Oh my God. Alright, we're going to need to see some big balls out of here. Josh, I know you got the cannon.
Not throwing to Sanders in the fucking flat.
That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work either. Get down, call the timeout. Okay, 6 seconds. These need to be in the end zone. Oh boy. Yeah, like you can't... I mean, I guess you can... If you do a quick play to get to like the 32 and kick a field goal, that works too. But you gotta mean it. Like a first read in the intermediate and the second read deep or something. Nope, it's all deep. Is that even in bounds? What's the flag? Oh, what's the flag? We can't end on a penalty. Pass interference! Holy shit! Oh my God!
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guy.
Losing my mind. We're going to overtime.
Yes, they did.
Final whistle blows.
Holy shit! Alright, I'll be right back.
Who will be the victor?
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, what I missed? Cardinals start with the ball.
Whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn
Okay, better hope your defense holds up, brother.
But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Could have just gone for the 1-yard dive instead of the field goal.
I thought about that. I was like, it's only 1 yard. Like, just go for it. Your offensive coordinator's playing scared. That's what I'm hearing. Or your offensive play caller. Maybe that's Mike McCarthy. He plays scared, right?
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
I don't think the coach actually has an effect on the Madden AI. I don't know that for certain, but that's my assumption. Although, 4th and 6, that's a huge stop. That's a massive stop in overtime.
Oh, they got to kick it to Mr. Agnew.
Yeah, Agnew was in the fucking end zone. Oh my god. I saw it when he was like, right as he broke through and I saw the flag thing come up. I was like, no! Because like, you never want to see a kick return get fucking negated. Like, those are so rare.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back.
You got to get a field goal.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
That's right. All you got to do is a field goal. From the 30. From your own 30.
Now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
A good start. Oh, not a good start. Never mind.
The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a
My
nice job.
stream of this Cowboys-Broncos game is absolutely fucked, and for some reason keeps replaying the same set of tackles and whistles blowing, and it's driving me insane.
Now Allen.
Ooh, Allen running.
Commercial, so.
I might just turn the TV off. That might be the best answer.
Josh, he ran directly at the defender.
The defender that was engaged in a block, too.
Yes.
Hey, buddy, you want to tackle me? All right, come on down. Yeah, that's Madden slow sim for you. No! A fucking 3rd and 9 screenplay? What are you guys doing?
Mike McCarthy.
Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance.
I can't even blame Mike McCarthy for that. I gotta blame Madden AI in general for that. They do that shit way too much, dude.
AI is based off Mike McCarthy's play calling.
You're giving the AI too much credit. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's in the end zone. All right. So any score wins it at this point. It's now Arizona in control. Hi-ya-ya. I do believe with exhibition games, these will roll to multiple overtimes if no one scores. Not that that needs to be said yet, but just in case.
Good like the robot cutscenes.
Yeah, I don't. They're like skating. It's so weird.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot.
Oh, another pick. Okay, another time for interception.
You got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
Yeah, just activate Trayvon Diggs. Like, call in whatever codes you need to send him nuclear. Down at the 50 there, Mike Williams. Still not in field goal range, but another set of downs. They keep it moving.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On first down,
JT getting the ball, running into the brick wall that is the combination of Leighton Vander Esch and Micah Parsons.
His ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Patterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, that call makes sense because
Caught him early. 3rd and 7 now for the Cardinals.
Showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And
first down, but more importantly, into the 36. Juju now 8 for 130 on the day. Big day for Juju Smith-Schuster, but this is now nearing field goal range, if not already.
But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Leighton Vander Esch catching the man after 2 yards, 1.5, I guess. 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Run for Kyler Murray. He's keeping it himself. Taking the tackle, but it might be enough for the first down. It indeed is. He's up to the 26. This should be automatic range for Prater. At this point, Adams' hopes are on an interception, I feel like.
Pretty much.
He committed to it and went. Let's face it.
Or fumble. Those work too.
Yeah, fumbles work too. Stops JT after a 4-yard rush. 2nd and 6. 2 more attempts before to literally cause a turnover. Ooh, you need to get Keanu. Oh, they're just going for the field goal now.
Yeah, in real life they were just kicking on 2nd.
Yeah. Well, there's the ice the kicker timeout. We'll see if that has any effect. I know that Prater is only 78 overall, but he is a veteran, so we'll see how that affects him. At 22, which is a 39-yard attempt, that should still be automatic, but you never know.
So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights, and they have regained the lead. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in
Mike McCarthy.
They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because
I figured I'd just be quiet and let you react in real time.
And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14 to 11.
All right, well,
3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
With the overtime field goal, Colin is moving on to the championship round to face Sprite in the finals. We'll flip through the stats before I show the bracket, but a little preview of what's coming up, I suppose. Meanwhile, somewhat even. Oh, that's right. I was like, when were there interceptions? Right, that one moment where there were 3 interceptions in a row, which was insanity, and the Cowboys scored off of it. So you ended up in the positive off that weird sequence. Nothing crazy out of any of these things, honestly. Juju with 130 receiving with 1 touchdown. Deontay with 5 for 114 and 2. And Jarvis with 1 for 101. Big days out of them. Bobby Trees with a touchdown as well. Take a look at sacks. 2 for Chandler Jones. 1 for Neville Gallimore. 1 for Micah Parsons. 3 interceptions, but those were all in short succession. It was weird. Malik Hooker, Trayvon Diggs, Deontay Thompson. Oh, yeah, and Keanu Neal doing the forced fumble that he returned for himself for a touchdown. And that's going to do it. So, Colin moves on to our 2022 MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament Finals to face Sprite. Meanwhile, Adam drops down to face Joe in the third place match. Joe will have home field advantage there. The finals, of course, will be on our Super Bowl broadcast, so that will be a neutral ground. But that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Thanks all for tuning in. Hope you have a lovely day. We'll see you next time, whenever the hell that is. I don't even have an estimate right now. But we're going to start working our way up from the 11als all the way until the finals. So, yeah, right. We can show that. The 11als. Our next match will be the 11als, Conair versus Crayon. Buffalo and New Orleans. That'll be whenever it is. Until then, thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Peace. Love. Wait, peace, love, unity, respect. That's the one. Plur, baby. All right, bye.